as we know, we recently did a show at Sound Japan, but we weren't present with all members of our team. Unfortunately, Ryan was busy eating cheesy
Yeah.
ramen.
I ran out on Friday night and got really bored. I didn't think much
Wait, of both or just of one?
of both.
How are you still
Aw.
shitting? How are you shitting? Like, that's
I've got bowels made of steel.
good point. And Tori and I were in San Japan, but there was a member of our podcast who was not present. We lost him at
Also
Hurricane
merch.
and Hurricane Harvey. So I would like to take a minute, the three of us on this podcast, to just do say one nice thing we like about Tom in memoriam of Tom. Ryan, if you will.
The thing I liked Tom the most was he had good taste in hentai.
All right, thank you, Ryan.
He knew exactly what to show me in order to get my giblies a working.
Your Ghiblies.
My studio giblies.
Okay, thank you, Ryan, for those nice words. Tori,
That was a mistake.
Tori, how about yourself? What is something nice you have to say about Tom?
On that note, I will be forever grateful to Tom because he introduced me to Euphoria.
And I would like to say
So
that Tom,
sometimes we team up and to gang up on you, so I'm gonna miss that too. Now I have to do it all by myself.
I for one want to say that Tom was a great man of great taste. He loved some anime. He loved some
Of his
waifus.
Oh!
But he hates good stuff. He does not like.
Hold on, John. What's that in the distance?
What are you guys talking about?
Holy shit, Tom's alive.
Oh! I like the part where you climbed out of that coffin, very much like Reaper.
I like the part where you came to us on a raft full of your waifu statues.
Death walks him up.
In a coffin.
In a
I'm
coffin.
Mexican, so I can play Reaper.
Oh shit! Welcome back, Tom. We missed you. We're glad to hear you back.
Yeah,
Miss you.
I guess you could say you lived, bitch.
did.
Welcome to the Communicast, everybody. Episode 194. Wait, are we?
194.
Wait, what
Yeah.
the fuck? We're not 194.
Yeah,
We
we
are
are.
approaching episode 200.
Yes.
We-
Wait, we're on 94. Fuck.
This is a time
6
skip.
episode away from the Woolly Madden special episode.
We
Yep.
did a massive time skip. You
Time
motherfucker!
jump.
You made me jump and forget
The
my place.
apocalypse has happened.
This is the part of of the anime where we skip ahead.
Communicast Shippuden.
Oh god, no.
Communicast Shippuden, we skip ahead 2 or 3 years. We now have super awesome powers. I got a scar on my chest.
And we have Narutonic water, of course.
Narutonic water.
Can't believe that's still a fucking thing.
It's still a fucking.
I left the tribe.
Tori can literally punch a tree down.
A tree, only one.
Wait, hold on.
Single punch.
If we're Team 7, I call Kakashi.
Okay, I called Naruto.
I call Sai.
Oh, you're shit tier then.
Well,
Hey,
well then.
Yeah, of
rather
course.
be Sai than Sakura.
Oh well, Tori Sakura,
Wow.
get fucked.
Yeah.
Savage.
Because I'm the
Hey-
token girl.
Hey,
It's my
hey,
job.
Naruto, your penis is tiny.
You know,
That
if there-
fanfic.
so guys, you know, right? There's an anime out right now that I really like, and I would love to see a prequel of.
Well, Boruto, they already have, you know.
I want to
you
see
see
an
that
anime.
guy?
That was the prequel to
Okay,
the
at the-
Boruto
at the
is
con-
Naruto.
Naruto.
At the con, there was a Naruto cosplayer, and he had a sign that said Boruto's dad strapped
No,
to his chest.
Don't
Nice.
beat me! Don't beat me, please.
Oh god, I don't know where. I think Tom reposted it, but it's like how Sasuke really feels about Naruto. Sasuke, Boruto's dad.
I just want there to be a look. I think we should jump on the bridging train now and just launch something called Boruto's Dad, the series.
Boruto's dad, the series.
I mean,
Yeah,
if we
but
jump,
Classic.
Bridging? That's still a thing? Nah.
but Boruto is like not about like Naruto at all. It's about Naruto being a shit dad 90% of the time, which is
I mean,
hilarious.
it's hard. 90% of the time, which is I mean,
hilarious.
it's hard. It's hard to be king of ninjas.
I mean, did they
And
pull Little
be
Mermaid?
a dad too. I mean, to be fair, Boruto's a shit son.
Yeah.
I mean, is he really king? He's more like the mayor of ninjas.
No, he's definitely the king.
One village.
Look, of one
Of one
village.
Okay,
village,
not
yeah.
even the mayor.
Well, I
He's
mean,
the
like, it's
councilman.
like he's king of one nation.
Okay, no, more like governor. He's like the governor of ninjas.
I'm the governor of neat. No, we're gonna stop that.
Good,
We're not gonna go on with our
no jutsu.
Look, if we ever another
no jutsu.
if we
Cheating
ever
on
have,
my wife with a maid, no jutsu.
oh God,
You
No,
did
no,
that.
no.
Don't forget
Look, if-
that.
Pumping iron no jutsu.
look.
Remember that one time
Just
Arnold
a giant
Schwarzenegger got
dumbbell
super
just
high.
gets thrown at you.
If we ever have another political election, I really want Ted Cruz to unlock his
If
Sharingan
we
gun.
ever, because that's never gonna happen again. Don't you?
Yeah,
know
man,
that?
that's crazy.
I mean, look. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Trump.
not King Trump. That's what we're having right now.
Wow.
King Crimson, King Trump. This is our
The tyranny of King Trump.
yeah. That's what's going on right now. But yeah, welcome to the podcast, everybody. Everybody, well, episode
God,
94.
That's like the second most political we've ever gotten on the show.
Political. More
Politicast.
like,
What
hey
are you
guys.
talking about? That's never happened before.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
Let us not forget our history, lest we repeat it.
Yes. So
Yeah.
welcome to the.
We
My
just
God.
don't like to talk about it.
Yeah, politics, schmolitics. The only politics I care
Okay,
about
fine.
is how much Naruto sucks.
Penis.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Are you both proud of yourselves? Those were terrible jokes.
Look, Boruto is a good anime, so is Naruto, so go fuck yourself.
I guess. So welcome to the podcast, everybody. If you're still listening.
Naruto
Oh my
had a
God.
big filler problem.
Yeah, it did.
Like,
But so does every anime.
No,
Guys,
but
I'm-
Naruto was especially bad. It was like the year of filler. Do you remember the year of filler?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, Dingus says I have not even introduced us, and you're still talking about shit.
But like,
You're-
so
you're
does
right.
Bleach.
Welcome to the Communicast with our host, Big Killer Jones.
Yeah,
Big
no,
Killer
not
John.
big. No, I'm not Big Killer Jones. You two are the shit here talking about Naruto. When I'm trying to say hi, everybody. These are our people, but you're just insisting to talk about shitty anime. Guys,
Stay tuned for
Ohio
our future video
gozaimasu.
on me and Tom. Back in on it. Totally not stealing from Wooly, talking about Naruto.
Yeah, we should watch Boruto again.
We should.
We need to catch up.
We need to catch up.
God, I swear to Christ.
Let's do it
Yeah.
after this recording.
I swear to Christ.
I mean,
If
what
you-
am I doing after this recording? Playing
Oh my
Minecraft?
God, are you fucking serious? Are you
Playing
two?
Yakuza
Are you? No! Shut up!
Guys,
are you two fucking serious?
Welcome
No,
to the
no.
Boruto cast, guys.
No.
So,
No. We are not doing a fucking Boruto cast on my goddamn stream. I am not gonna get angry again. This will not be another Angry Pat stream. We're not doing another Angry Pat podcast. Because fuck, I did enough yelling at this past convention. I am not gonna get angry again. I had a
Yeah,
good
he lost his
weekend.
voice.
I had a good weekend. I was all pumped up to do some good podcast shit. And look what you do. You shit on it by talking about Naruto and Boruto.
all right,
Shut the fuck up.
all right, we'll stop. So Rock Lee Springtime of Youth was an anime that was a spin-off of Naruto and came after it was in between Boruto and Naruto. So Rock Lee
Have we
Springtime
found
of
out-
Youth. It's pretty
Have we
good.
found out who fucked Rock Lee?
No one knows who fucked Rock Lee.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming at this point he's like an amoeba where he just splits off.
I wouldn't
reproduces
believe
asexually.
it, considering it's like a clone of him. So yeah.
But then again, Rock Lee is a clone of Guy Sensei, but they're not related at all.
Shocked me. I thought it was like, oh yeah, that's his dad. It was not his dad at
It's not
all.
his dad.
Indeed, not his father. Anyway, since John died because of
Not
all the
the father.
bullshits.
He had an aneurysm, stroked out. Oh, that was too funny.
Okay,
Oh,
John,
goodness.
we promise to behave.
All right, welcome to the Communicast. Your host.
Episode
What?
John died.
Episode 94, John Dies a Lot.
Listen, man.
Also known as John Gives the Fuck Up.
Also, John fucking gives up on me and Ryan's Naruto bullshit.
Also known as Boruto's
Boruto's dad.
Boruto's dad Shippuden. Oh my god.
John's typing
So,
something.
hey, welcome to the
Christ,
community,
I'm
everybody.
out of anger.
I'm Mama Donovan.
This is the
I'm
best
proprietor of
episode
Home
ever.
So, update, guys. John crashed
Oh,
his
and-
laptop out of anger. I don't know how that happened.
Meanwhile, let's really get this started.
Yeah.
Who are you guys anyway?
Oh god, I'm dying of laughter.
Okay, hi, dying of
Laughter.
laughter.
I'm Mom.
Oh,
Eh.
give me the milkies.
Okay, what's your
Oh,
name,
that just
Ryan?
got weird. Huh?
What's your online handle, as they call it?
Oh.
As the cool kids are calling it nowadays.
Oh, well, I'm Silverfist91, also known as the King of Nerds.
And
King of Nerds.
I'm Tom Hypestar, aka
Big old
Tom, aka Weeb, aka Sin Daddy, aka Syntax 86, aka Big Willie Smalls.
Long John Johnson,
Long Jimmy.
also known as Big Dick William.
Big, no, it's a tiny dick because I have a little,
Big Dick Johnson.
I have a little peener that I got. But
Large Tommy Thompson.
while John is I guess reconciling his laptop. Yeah, we've been the episodes was late last week because of the hurricanes, the troubles.
The Hurricane Harvey.
John got rocked.
Yeah, but I'll get into that when it gets to my
He
week.
woke up floating in water.
Yeah, I'll get into that when I get to my week. But that's why that episode was late and it's coming out this week. But while I was underwater, Tori and John, you guys were at San Japan, I believe.
Yes, we were.
So why don't you go ahead and, since John is not here, go ahead and tell us about that, and as long with your week as well.
Okay, so I'll start with my con experiences, except for our panels. I'll save the panels for when John gets back. Okay, so the very first panel I went to when I got there on Friday was called "So You Think You Can Draw," and the description sounded fun. It's like, oh, it's like Pictionary for anime. You'd split up into teams, except instead of like Pictionary where you have to guess, you don't have to guess. You know exactly what you're drawing, but the teams have to draw like a better version of that thing.
Oh.
And it was completely disorganized from the get-go because I'll let you guess who it was, because the prize that I got for participating was 2 packs of ramen.
Oh god, those fucking guys again?
Yes!
Jesus.
It was the Weeaboo Ramen Girls again.
Dude, fuck those guys. You do that every time, Tori. You go to a panel and you get ramen as prize.
This is like the 3rd time.
Also, this panel sounds very hurtful to people who are competent in their drawings. Like,
It's not like we were selling the art.
I know, but it's still like okay, well, fuck you. That art is gutter trash. So let me redraw it because you suck.
Oh, it's a game.
I
But
guess.
yeah, it was the ramen girls. And I told John, but I'm like, okay, so I pulled the ramen out of my bag and he just burst out laughing. Happened. Okay. But other than that, I also played Cusco because our good pal Fred Wood, who helped us out at so many of our panels, he brought a new demo of his game because I think he had a version at PAX South, but this one had more levels. And so I played a lot of that and I beat it. I beat the San Japan demo after like an hour.
Nice.
Killing me. And people were watching me. Just a couple panels. Like there were some that I was gonna go to, but then I was like, no, fuck this. I'm gonna beat this game.
Did he have that at PAX? I only remember he had Love there. I don't remember if
Maybe
he
it
had
was
Kuso
Love
there.
he had there. But he had Cusco there. He had a great
No.
demo over there.
At PAX, he didn't have Kuso.
Yeah,
He had
Love.
he only had Love. He was still he was working on the demo for Kuso, and he had it online where you could play that you could download it and play the demo.
Yeah, that's what I
But
remember.
but he didn't have. I think he at the time he only had like 2 levels for Kuso. Now he's got like about 4 levels on an active demo. So
There was more than 4. There was like 6.
I never played it at PAX. I never played it at San Japan. I just didn't care. I told Fred, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna play the game when it comes out for free. So
Yeah.
and he kind of goes, "Excuse me," and I go, "Fred, you're giving me a free code." So
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, so that's what I did on Friday. Saturday, we had 2 of our panels. We'll get to that later with John. But then after our last panel, I went to the Peep Show for Funimation. There are 18 plus titles, and I was shocked at how many I actually want to watch.
Was one of them The Beast Under the Skirt?
Is that the one with the bears?
No.
No, it was not Beast Under the Skirt. No, that's too new. No, these are titles that they've already dubbed.
Okay.
There's one called No Rin, and it was like these two high school boys were arguing over like what's better, like big boobs or lolicon. Like they were going into in-depth debate. It's like, well, you see, the man has an instinct to be paternal, like that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, kill me, please. But at the same time,
they're both
that's
wrong.
hilarious.
It's all about dead ass.
Well,
it's all about the.
Just arguing about
the thick.
Well, no, you all 3 wrong because the thighs. Thighs reign supreme.
I feel.
Yeah, we talked about that at the.
Saying,
look,
when you see a pair of thick thighs in a stocking, you're gonna be like, like you're gonna be like Jack Niesman. Oh, so desu ka.
Oh,
Sunday.
oh.
But go on with the anime.
Hold on. I just do want to make a statement. Booty is supreme. Thighs are second place, but tits are whatever.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Because you need an ass. You need to have like that ass waist area to have thighs.
Well, okay. Well, speaking as a guy who has 2 wifeys that have big titters, I do enjoy big tits.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say speaking as a guy with a big ass.
Speaking as a guy with a big ass.
Speaking as a guy with big thighs.
Well, no, I don't have an ass.
I mean, have you?
That's my shame.
A girl with big thighs and a tiny ass. That's just almost non-existent.
You need it's a package deal. You get both.
It's a package deal.
But you mean some girls
you can have a girl with big booty but no thighs. That is a thing.
I mean, I guess. I mean, tits or whatever. But if you have ass and thighs, I mean, that's just like okay.
Now nipples.
No, we're not gonna talk about that on this
on.
podcast.
Now armpits, guys.
Nice large areola.
Now earlobes.
Now you're getting weird.
Now toenail length.
If it's longer than 2 like an inch, then you're a killer.
Killer queen. Anyways, go on, Tori.
You're a queen.
Armpits. After the Peep Show, I went to a panel about Guinea Pig, Flower of Flesh and Blood, which is a Japanese gore film that came out in the 1980s. It's a part of a series. Specifically, we watched the one that got banned in America because Charlie Sheen watched it and he thought it was a real murder. So he contacted the FBI and they investigated the director. They can prove that he didn't actually kill somebody in this movie.
That's
Because
very stupid.
for ourselves, yeah, especially because I'm like, okay, how hard is it to prove that, oh, this actress who was in my movie, here she is, she's right here, she's alive.
But you know,
Oh,
those dirty Japanese folk all look alike. We have to investigate because our Charlie Sheen saw it.
Charlie Sheen thought it's like Charlie Sheen thought it was real, and so it must have been a real murder. Even though, like, if you actually watch the movie, when he decapitates the girl, the head flies back in slow motion into the wall, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was totally done in one shot because it's real.
Yeah.
Edited and reshot to perfection at all.
I mean, when did that movie come out? The 80s?
80s.
I mean,
Granted,
yeah.
good. So that's part of what makes it so infamous. I'm like, the effects were so good, they thought it was real. And it was pretty intense. And the people running the panel encouraged us to, comment the whole time. Especially because there's like no dialogue. It's very quiet. So you got to fill up that silence with, comments from the peanut gallery.
So you wanted to do your own riff tracks, apparently.
Yeah, apparently our own riff tracks, and I love it. Even if I don't have anything funny to say, I love I've already seen normally, but this one, since it was so quiet, and the thing is, we got so invested in how hard this guy was working to cut up this body that when he got stuck at the armpit, and he was really sawn into it, and we were like, come on, do it. You can do it. We were cheering on this murderer because we're horrible, horrible people. And then when he finally did it and it was off, everyone was like, yay! And it was cheers. Also, a lot of times when he would cut off a hand, he would cut off a leg, he would like bring it up to his face so slowly. And I was like, kiss it. You should kiss it. But he didn't do it. And we were like, ah, until he took out the eyeball.
Oh.
Actually kissed the eyeball. Everyone erupted into cheers. He finally did it. He finally kissed the body part of this woman he was slashing. Also, every girl who watched this, when it came to the part where, like, it's a murder woman, so of course they make her, it's kind of sexualized. So like when he rips off her dress, her bras are matching her panties. Every girl was like, oh, of course this isn't real. How could you think it's real if it was matching panties? Also, that means she was DTF that night.
Fuck.
So that panel went really well. That was actually really interesting. It was between that or a Big Bar panel, which John will tell you about because he went to see that one instead.
Okay.
Oh, and Saturday night, I got to see who I was really excited to see. I got to watch Teddy Lloyd perform at the rave.
Yeah, how was that?
Teddy Lloyd, he does the music for Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt, and he also created Me, Me, Me and Girl.
Yeah.
And I love Me, Me, Me with every fiber of my being. So I was really excited to see him. So I watched him perform, and then on Sunday, I got his autograph.
Nice.
Happy. Yeah, I made him sign some art that my friend actually made of Fallen Hannah. Okay, so Sunday, I got his autograph. Also Sunday, the first panel of that day that I wanted to see was a Disney sing-along, which was supposed to be run by a cosplay group. It was supposed to be Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, but they didn't show up. But considering everyone in the audience who came to that was a Disney freak, their own sing-along.
Okay.
So you don't need to proctor a Disney sing-along. You just pull up the lyrics and start singing a cappella. That's what you do. once everyone's in the mood for it. Blood. So I am sore today. My arm hurts. My legs hurt. Everything was sore today because I had to work today because unlike because it might be Labor Day, but Labor Day means that the part-time workers get all the brunt of the work because only the full-time people actually get a break. Okay, so that was my weekend. That was my Sandra Pan
Wrecked.
work. So I'm beat. So John.
What's
is
up?
he not back? Okay, yeah. So that was my week. That was my San Japan. Tell us about your San Japan. Do the stuff before the panels, and then we'll talk about the panels.
Oh, okay. So, do you want to know? Since the con we had originally planned for, me and Tom were going to stay in a room together.
Yeah.
Since Tom could not make it because of Hurricane Harvey, I had to scramble and find a room. Now, y'all are probably thinking, "Hey, why didn't I stay with Tori, or why didn't I stay with I know at San Japan?" The reason was, I'm stupid.
Yeah, we know that.
Well, I
wasn't asking that. I knew that you were just.
Well, there's a follow-up reasoning. Well, it's like more than one.
Yeah.
One, I wanted to be close to the con enough to haul equipment back and forth.
Yeah.
It's fair.
And
that's
two-
a fair reason.
And two, I didn't want to drive. I was getting drunk.
Yes.
So I ended up like co-opting a room share with random people I did not know.
Wow.
Oh,
And-
damn.
But I was like, hey, if I die, it's the worst that could happen to me.
You could
But
get ass. You could get butt stuff.
Oh,
Like,
there's
they don't
more.
kill you
There's more because I have a conch story and a half.
Okay.
So it turns out I wound up in a room with these really nice, cool people, and that was about it. I mean, one person was from the Artist Alley, and two girls who were from Austin, so they were really chill. So that was nice. Going to the con itself, I realized I really hate people. 'Cause,
Yeah.
man, the con itself was fun. Where I helped at Fred's booth. Fred had a little booth where he was demoing Kuso, like Tori said, and Levi was there selling some custom woodwork materials. I mean, I just hung at the booth. I really didn't go to panels except for a few, but I mean, I was mainly just there because since I had to help out with several panels this weekend, I was like in and out between the rooms. I think the most interesting thing that happened to happened there was someone went to Fred's booth while Fred had stepped out of the bathroom
What?
and was asking me about Gundam games.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. And he goes, okay, I've got $5. Can I buy this game? And I go, this game is $25, man. I can't do it. But I thought we were friends. And I go, excuse me? Yeah, like we talked about Gundam for like 20 minutes. I thought we were cool enough so I can get this for $5. And
No.
I'm like, dude, I just met you. Like you're cool, but I can't do this. And then he says like, well, fuck you, man. You're not cool. And I was like, oh no, I want your approval. And then he kind of just left. So kind of felt kind of sad, kind of felt bad there. Going to Friday, we had our Mario Party panel, which turned out amazing. I got very trashed that panel.
He said some things he shouldn't have said.
I said a lot of things I should not have said, but it's cool. We're 18 plus, so we got away with it. So to preface it, we didn't have our setup we wanted to have. We had to just settle for a Nintendo 64 or with an RCA adapter, a splitter, and just like a projector. Which to our disadvantage, the projector was on one side of the room, so everything was on the left side. So if you weren't sitting on
That
the left
sucks.
side,
Yeah,
if you
the
weren't sitting on the
projectors-
left side or the middle, you could not see.
Okay, the way that the screens were set up this year was kind of wonky. Some screens were too low, especially in the lower rooms. So like half this, if you were in the back, you couldn't see half the screen. Or even if you were in the middle, like they really need to raise up the screens and put them more in the middle.
Yeah, that was a big
Because otherwise, if you were fucked if you were on the left side of the
that was a
room
big
for, like,
technical issue
so
this
many
year.
rooms.
But I mean, we made it work. I ended up changing the game. So the Nintendo 64 did not really work. It only had 2 slots that really did work. So me and Tori had to like take a back seat and coach people in our teams. It kind of devolved to just me yelling and screaming at my teammates to win for me.
Mhm.
But every time they failed and did not get my approval. I ripped a
That
shirt.
guy who played. Yeah, you ripped your shirt, man. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
oh,
dude,
no.
that's not a tearaway shirt.
Hold on. We did have there was a point, Tori. I don't remember this. We were like saying fuck Tom" a lot.
Rude.
The beginning. So
No.
you
In
wanted
the,
to let
in the middle, we were like fuck Tom, and then
we have to tell him that every person who came up when he said give us your names, we didn't want their real names. They had to call themselves Tom and Tom 2. Every single
or
one.
Tammy or Tim or Tammy or
Girl, they could be Tammy, they could be Tommy, they could, if they wanted to keep Tom, that was fine too.
or Tammy with an I.
Tammy with an I, yeah.
Yeah.
And they lost. John was like, "Fuck you, Tom."
Yeah, I got a little too
They were all called
harsh
Tom.
at that panel. On the plus side, a shout out to my boy Will, who went to the panel, who earned his bootios.
The
Will I am?
Bootios
No
by
way.
far.
No, there was this young man named Will who walked in with the deepest motherfucking voice ever, like Lando Calrissian, and he just whispered in the mic, "Booty," and fuck, I just like was like dripping gallons of sweat,
Mm-hmm.
and I gave him the bootios right then and there because he earned it. I ripped the
We're
shirt.
lucky he actually won his game, so because the deal was you would win a prize if you won the game. Well, Will hadn't won the game yet, but he said booty so well that we gave him the bootios anyway. But he won his game anyway, so even if he hadn't said that, he would have earned the bootios.
Yeah. I ripped the shirt.
He was so happy to see those bootios too, because we're like, everyone, be quiet, don't tell him what we're giving him. And we held up the bootios behind him, and everyone was like, "Oh!" And then we turned around to see it. He was so ecstatic. He was like, jumping in his seat.
On the minus side, he was lactose intolerant, so he could not eat that cereal with milk. So.
Oh, guess he's gonna eat that booty dry.
Oh. I ripped a shirt in public because I got so excited when my team scored a point. So I lost a $30 shirt.
$30 shirt?
Yeah, it's a Mega 64 shirt. They're assholes with how much they charge.
Aww.
Tom, it was the really cool one it was the one with the girl with the helmet and the rollerblades.
You're an idiot.
Dude, my team scored a
Allison,
point.
what are you doing? My team scored a point, but I didn't rip off my clothes.
Yeah, because you and your speaking of, Friday, Tori was unable to get on the escalator the entire time.
Yes.
Yeah, she was like, "It's gonna get caught
cool.
in the stair, and then I'm gonna die." And I was like,
"What?" It wasn't. I was gonna step on it, and I had to be very careful. Also, I was holding a TV, so I couldn't.
Yeah,
I could
she
not.
remembered what happened last year, San Japan, and how
that's-
Ryan got a horrible war injury. during
Yeah,
the
but
escalator.
yet again, remember what I told you when you're going to San Japan? What you should
Wear
pack, and did you ignore me?
Yeah.
There you go. That's what you get for being a
I
fucking.
didn't think it was gonna get caught. I had to hold the TV, but normally I have to hold in my dress to go on the escalator. But I had both my hands full with the TV, so I couldn't hold them both up. So luckily, some nice gentlemen, like both times, held the TV for me while we went up the escalator.
And they say
Yeah.
chivalry is dead.
Yeah. So the Mario Party went very well. On Saturday, I had 3 panels to host.
No, my dick got dirty.
Excuse me?
My dick fell on the floor and it got dirty.
Oh, okay.
Go on.
On
I normally keep mine tied around my waist, so
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
Anyways, go on, John.
on Saturday, we had the bad fanfic panel, to which it actually went very well. So Tom, we only read two fanfics this time
What? Why?
because the Wario and Luigi
Wario
one
and Luigi
took
one.
forever.
Why?
The whole
It was 14
time.
chapters.
You could have just read the first fucking part. That's
No, we had to go through the
end.
whole. We had to
Everyone
finish
loved
it.
it. Everyone was invested.
And until like wasn't there a certain part where people started leaving?
It was halfway because it started getting really bad and raunchy, but even then we still had about 3/4 to half our room, so I don't really care.
Yeah, we lost. That's the best part. Every time we have a bad fan fiction panel, people just drift out.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, I don't expect everyone to stay. I expect people to show, and those who can live through it, live through it.
Every time
Quick
someone
shout out.
leaves, John has to comment. He's like, "Bye, I love you," and interrupt the flow. And I'm like, John, just let them go quietly, man.
No, they should know that I love them. I do want to make a shout out to who I'm going to talk about. I want to make a shout out to Macho Man Randy Savage, who went to all 3 of our shows.
Savage, all our panels, man.
He went to all 3 of the shows. So shout out. He's supposed to be on the Discord and supposed to be a subscriber now. So if he isn't, well, you fucked up. But if you are,
Rest
hi.
in peace, Macho Man Randy Savage.
He's
was
not-
the cream of the crop, baby.
He's not dead. He's still around. I have proof. I have a picture with him. Macho Man never died. He's still at our panels.
On the 3rd year.
On the bad fanfic panel, we read Mario and Luigi an erotic life. All 14 chapters. It went very well.
Still can't believe
So to note on that panel though, I did take off my pants.
He got a violation. He got a strike, basically.
Okay, so what
Oh my
happened
God.
was I took off my
Sean.
pants and threw them over the screen, and then safety gave me my pants back because I said it was a hazard. But so Tori, here's what I did not know. Apparently, in the previous panel, someone passed out in the front row. So just before our panel, someone passed out in the front row because they were apparently had not drank their water and were heat exhausted. So they just ate shit and passed out in the front row. So safety was super anal about stuff that day.
Like, if we get any more, I'm surprised I didn't get called out because, okay, I'll admit I fucked up. I tried to throw the pin high. I ended up throwing it low and fast, and I smacked a guy right in the shoulder.
This is why I don't trust you with sports-related things, Tori. You just suck.
I'm sorry. My pitch was too good. That's what
No, it was not. You almost killed a guy.
Exactly. Perfect.
No, that's not good. I don't want to kill people, okay? Contrary to popular belief, I love our friends and viewers.
Luckily, he wasn't hurt and he wasn't mad. But yeah, that's the last time I tried to throw stuff because I went back into my childhood softball mode where it's just like, whoa!
During the Bad Fat Fit panel, I also may have ripped another shirt.
You plan to do that one though?
That one I planned to. We were playing. I was playing Macho Man by the Village People. So a shirt got ripped.
Because I didn't have an outfit
not
for
really a
this year.
striptease. More like I just went out and just ripped another shirt that was $20.
When you start taking off your clothes to a song and you make muscles.
She got intense. The only downside was our last panel, the live show, which we did not draw very many people, but we did draw a small crowd of about 20 people, maybe.
San Japan has had podcast panels before, for other podcasts. I know because I stop by them each time, and podcast panels don't draw big crowds.
It's not only that, but we were slated against the Team 4-Star 18+ and the live show and the cosplay show. So even then,
yeah.
we weren't gonna win that fight. But even at that, I want to say thank you to everybody who showed to our live show. After the live show, I went to a very enlightening panel, and I'm gonna wait till Tom comes back to talk about it, but I'll speak about it in a minute. I also helped hosted a Gaki no Sakai panel, which, if you don't know, is the equivalent of Japanese punishment panel shows.
Okay.
There was an American version here. It was Silent Library. It was on MTV for a few years.
Yeah, so I helped host that. It's basically we showed some clips because the following year, and we're 3/4 of the way of getting it approved. I didn't want to say this until now. If it gets approved next year, all 3 of us, maybe not Tori because of
Nope.
No,
reasons.
I will.
Nope.
I'll do it.
Reasons
don't cut me out of this fun.
Not me.
Why not you?
Nope.
Why?
No.
He's sensitive boy.
Don't you bitch out, Tom.
He has sensitive nipples. He can't do it.
Nope.
Why not? Tom, don't be a bitch.
Nope.
Tom, I'll be there doing it with you, man. It sounds like fun.
I'll get Fred to go in my place.
No, it's not even that bad. It's just like Japanese
Tom,
punishments.
all you have to do is not lose.
You
Yeah.
just take a finger up the butt.
1,000 years of pain.
Like we're it's Japanese punishment panels, and if we get it approved next year, we will definitely be doing this as a Gaki no Sakai panel or silent library panel or show.
We should call it Silent Library.
Or it's
because-
silent library, or it's going to be the Communicast
yeah.
presents the
Okay.
silent library.
Okay, my thing is,
Biblioteca Silencio.
I don't
What's
like
that?
I don't like food. I don't like.
Oh no
eating
no no
stuff.
no! It's
have
going
to
to be all
eat.
it's all physical. The rule is
No,
we
because I'm
thought-
saying like you're saying silent library, and that mayonnaise ice cream cone always made me throw up every time. I
Oh
saw
no!
it.
We thought of some stipulations. If we ever do this, it would be no food because we cannot afford to have anybody vomit and gross out the audience. So it'll be all physical stuff like a head flick or a paddle in the ass or pink bellies or stuff like that. Stuff to that extent. So we'll be doing something like that next year if we get it approved. So Tom, I went to a panel that I think you would love, which was it was called Big Bad Baras, the history of baras and
Okay.
Japanese gay culture. Oh
Wow.
boy, that shit is very interesting.
Yeah.
It was about it
Of
wasn't
course on this, yeah.
it was talking about how in the Edo period, how homosexuality was not deemed as a thing. It was more of a rite of passage to okay, so according to Buddhism, if you fuck someone in the ass, you were still pure. Because back then women were very dirty.
I mean,
Like they had they
sounds
still
like
are.
my kind of era. Anyways.
I mean, women still are dirty, but you know.
Anyways, go on. Oh
Wasn't
god.
there
Oh,
an
God.
episode of Samurai Champloo about that?
Yes, there is. It's the one. Oh my god, which one is it? We'll get back to that. So it was considered
That was a good
appropriate.
episode.
So Buddhist monks would fuck each other in the ass because it was considered appropriate and it was considered pure. And before it was like kind of like this whole, I guess, Christian perspective before you got married. If you had solely fucked in the ass, you were considered pure.
What?
Yeah.
Finally.
So
I guess I'm pure. I mean,
oh,
I guess someone else is pure. I mean, well,
I guess you're
that's-
pure too. So it kind of devolves into like how Oda Nobunaga was also one of these guys who
But he had such ambition.
he had ambition, but he also had
Aspition. Anyways,
Stop.
go on.
he had a boy that he would plow his booty hole. He'd stick his sexy hot dog in his buns.
Huh.
They tell
And,
you
yeah.
like how old this boy was, or we don't know, or
Sorry, they were like teenage boys. They
I was
were
gonna say
androgynous.
Japan.
They were
8-year-old
androgynous.
boy?
Sorry, it was considered a rite of passage to adopt an apprentice and then fuck him in the ass.
Well, I guess John's going to Japan. I don't know why John's going to Japan.
No,
He wants to be someone's apprentice.
Yeah.
I mean the Greeks
I
did the
was
same
born in
thing.
the wrong time period.
The Greeks did the same thing too, so we're not gonna say anything against them.
a lot of cultures do that.
Yeah, but it was considered like a rite of passage to be like fucked in the ass, and then like you'd be best bros. You know, whatever stays in the castle stays in the castle, and then you just get married and whatever until like the Westaboos came into the picture and they ruined shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like
Amen.
talking about how the panel. I'm not going to go too much into it, but he talked about gay komi, which is gay manga, and then how gay men in Japan were like, "Hey, we're not some pansy boys. We're buff men." And so big bara culture came into thing. We're not pussies. We're actually big buff men. We'll fuck you and suck your dick. So, yeah, interesting. But aside from that, I mean,
Bear culture here in America, like similar.
yeah, but Japanese men are more hardcore because half of their shit is just like bondage shit. I mean, for a good chunk of it, it's like rough bondage shit in Japanese gay komi or barokozu.
Their culture gets its own flag, so I'd say it's pretty intense too, or at least it had one.
Aside from that,
80s and 90s, yeah.
Aside from that, San Japan was really just me hanging out with Fred, Levi, Mike, and some people I knew. I really didn't do much because I'm an old man and I was tired. So tired of these
So that's
fucking
why.
leagues.
Okay, are you sore, John? Are you sore today?
I'm not really sore. I'm not like you who can handle shit and cries.
Wow.
Hey, I walked all over the place, so yeah, I'm a little sore.
You walked so much, Tori. Tori, remember how I had to haul a heavy ass box,
Haul
and
a
a
box.
TV and a
All the
body pillow back
dildos.
and forth?
TV at one point.
At one point, but I had to go back and forth from the hotel to
It's
there.
blood, John.
Oh, blood. Oh, Tori, I'm sorry. Maybe you should have worn comfortable shoes. It was your
Okay.
choice to. It was your choice to do a cosplay that was inefficient for you.
Take care of that because I just, wrapped some bandages around my pinky toes, strapped on my boots, and I went into my better cosplays. You know what? I was gonna retire my Bucky cosplay because I've worn it for like 3 years, but no, people still love it. It's the most comfortable and it has the most pockets, so I can put my phone, my wallet, never. So you know what? That one's gonna stay for a while.
I think
When Infinity War comes out to see if he has a new look, I'll change the look.
I think my learning experiences from San Japan would be one, never go to the dealer's room ever again.
Explain.
We're there.
Well, day one, there's a Gundam booth.
Did they
right
have
at-
pop figures?
Yes.
No.
Okay,
Oh god,
well,
there
good.
was no. There were a fuck ton of plot figures, and I wanted to like just buy one and just smash it.
Oh.
No, you know what really got me? There was a vendor selling mystery pop boxes.
Okay, so John, you're moving away from this conversation and moving on to
No.
Oh,
No,
dude,
John, John.
You think San Japan was bad.
Let me tell you
Let me
this.
Comic Con had walls and walls of pop figures. This
No,
one
Tori. Let me explain this. Let me explain this concept to you.
Anyways, we're moving past this
No.
shit.
No, I want to explain this really quick because I was there. I was in line trying to buy a Godzilla figure, and this is the same vendor who was selling the mystery pop boxes. So this vendor had bought a ton of pops, and he put up on there, you get the exclusive chance to get like the con exclusive Diva Pop or whatever. Every box, from what I saw, had a shitty Disney pop in them. And I swear he just made money on these fucking idiot kids. It was the funniest thing ever.
a con exclusive pop for San Japan. Con exclusives are for San Diego Comic Con, New York, like the big.
He was giving a con exclusive from Comic Con.
Okay.
So I swear he like scammed all these kids. But right across from him was a Gundam booth, and they had a bunch of Gunpla. So this guy tells me, "Oh, you like some Gunpla?" And I go, "Yes." And I
What
tell
are
him
you,
straight up,
Gay? No.
I told him straight up, fuck you. I told him straight up, I told him, you cut me a deal and I'm gonna buy some Gunpla. And he goes, well, let's see how much Gunpla you're gonna buy. And I go, do you have a box? And he goes, excuse me? Yeah, do you have a box? Because I don't think I can haul all this. And he goes, well, I guess I'll pull your box together. Okay, I told him, I'm gonna get this one. Jesus, quick, pass me the box really quick. How many are in there?
14 total.
There's 14 in the box. I bought 25 Gunpla this
6 are
weekend.
Bear Guy Petites.
I bought 25 Gunpla this weekend
I'm ashamed of you.
for $200.
Ashamed of you.
You should have been. You should be ashamed of me. But I sold a couple of them, so I made money.
I don't care. I'm still ashamed that you still bought more.
My current backlog is now going to be racked up at, I think, 30.
Oh my god.
See, John, this is why I buy titty figures, because they're all complete, and I get to look at them.
I mean, I get to look at my boxes and realize I made big financial mistakes. Also,
I get to
Tom,
pet my pops.
I do that every time I look at my Pachaco figure, so don't worry about that.
So Tom, on the Japan front and how we're planning our trip,
Oh, yeah.
I think if we ever go to Japan, you should never take me to play pachinko.
I mean, unless you like smoking, then pachinko parlors are not for you.
Tom, I spent $50 on pachinko.
All right,
That's
so we're gonna.
You're
Guys,
banned from money ever again. No more
thank
money
you.
for
This has
John.
been the San Japan wrap up podcast. I'm sorry, me
No.
and Ryan didn't talk, but we're gonna go to Mexico and kill John. So I'm sorry,
No,
guys.
please no. I will if it makes it any better. I swear I have an. Oh god. I have an excuse.
Whatever
to make
excuse it
better.
is, whatever excuse it is, it's not good.
I mean, my
Unless
first-
it's like, hey, I got $1 million and like a blowjob from like, I don't know, what's a popular Celine Dion, like.
okay, let's take a step back. Why did you think of Celine Dion? She's in fucking Canada. Is she?
I
No,
don't know.
She's in Vegas. She's in Vegas. No.
I'm like, well, she might be from Canada, but she makes her living in Vegas.
Okay. Tom, it's because it was a Cowboy Bebop pachinko machine, and my first 1,000 balls were free because I traded two Coca-Colas to the pachinko dealers. And they gave me 1,000 balls, and then I kept on playing until I
No.
realized I spent $50.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Tom.
Disappointed. See, this is why I should have been there.
No.
I could have stopped you. I could have punched you in the dick.
But it was so fun, dude.
I could have paid that
want-
Mercy cosplayer to step on you just to distract you from that.
Dude, I would have paid her money to step on me, but then I read Fred, but it was next to Fred's booth, and I think Fred would have just been like done with me that weekend.
Yeah, but like, I think Fred at this point's already.
No, he probably is.
Fred would have never noticed him again.
I think Fred would have been like absolutely disappointed in me if I got stepped on by a Mercy cosplayer, like on the dick.
I would have been disappointed in you.
Dude, she was like hot and she had like great thighs. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to
but
say.
like, she ain't your gif.
She ain't my
so-
gif. I mean, she doesn't have to be my gif. I don't. Whatever. We're not gonna hit the subject. That was Sound Japan. I hope that
Although,
next.
one quick note is
Yeah.
that after our panel, we got some reviews about our bad fan fiction that we read.
I got reviews. I got
and-
reviews in general, but
Continue.
Tell them what they told you. Like, what was the worst part of everything? Despite all the scat, all the, shoving up butts, the fire farts.
So there was one person who told me, "Yeah, I checked out of the panel when Bowser got herpes," and I was like, "Excuse me." So our Mario fan fiction had like insertion and anal play and Waluigi eating spaghetti out of Wario's asshole, but this person drew the line and when Bowser got herpes and just took off from the panel.
Wow.
I don't.
Even graphic, the line literally said Bowser had herpes.
But
And
no,
then the
Bowser,
next chapter, which was supposed to deal with Bowser going to the doctor, wasn't even about Bowser going to the doctor. It was, Wario and Waluigi fucking Dr. Mario.
Wow, I really should have read that fanfic more because I only read that fucking first chapter and I was like, all right, well, this is good. I think John and Tori will just read this and like move on to like the Minions one or something else, but no.
no, Tori didn't print the
didn't
Minions one
print
because
out
she's fucking terrible.
But you put me in charge of picking the fan fiction, so I picked the ones that we could do. And it had several lines. I printed the Mr. Clean and Billy Mays one for us, but we didn't even get to it
So you save it for next year when Tom goes.
next year. So I'm not even going to.
Did you even
throw
read the
away
Naruto
paper.
one?
Yes, we
No,
did.
she.
Okay.
Oh,
Did
the
you?
Naruto SpongeBob.
Okay, as long as
But
you
I
read
had,
that,
a,
really
second, I
don't
had
care.
a second Naruto one that we didn't get to, but I printed
I
that
was
one out.
about to wonder which is the second. That was a different Naruto one. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so I mean, next year it's hopefully I'll be in Austin by then, so
next
I'll
year-
be able to not die in Houston.
Even if
So
it is
next-
hurricane season, you're like, come and
Yeah.
get me.
So next year, for sure, we'll be at Sound Japan. I'm
my
pumped to
vote.
say. I'm pumped to say that we are going to try to do a much better. We're going to do better shows next year.
Yeah, maybe ones where you're not 100% shit faced.
I wasn't shit faced. I was just like channeling anger and power.
He wasn't even shit faced. He was just stupid.
No, Mario Party. I was. The fuck was that?
It's a bottle flute.
Oh.
Also, that's dog. Hold on.
Ryan, are you
also-
still-
Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I guess go on to Ryan's week while I
Hold on.
So-
I
And
just
one
wanna-
more. I
I
just
do
want to
ju-
thank the
Okay,
two
give me a sec.
girls who
I'll-
came up
I'll be
to me
back.
after the. I want to thank the two girls who came up to me after the guinea pig panel of all places. That's where they found me, saying that they loved the bad fan fiction reading, and now they were making fun of it all day. So we might have just created some in jokes for some girls. Oh, now every time they saw a Waluigi cosplayer coming up the escalator doing wah, and they freaked out because we have forever tainted their memory. And I am very proud of myself for that.
Wow.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who showed up to our panels. This probably won't be posted till later this week, whatever. But we had a great time with y'all, and we hope to entertain y'all next year at San Japan. Yeah, Ryan, how was your week?
Great. I ate cheese and ramen.
Sounds
That's
good.
cheese and ramen.
I actually had some time this week to play video games, believe it or not.
So what'd you play?
I actually completed Final Fantasy 15. So that's one game off the many lists that I made back in like February. Then I got Yakuza Kiwami. Did you know that Kiwami is Japanese for extreme? It's extreme.
I don't know what you want me to say to that, but I mean, I guess
It's a good game.
it's pretty good. Except we learned that Majima is a complete fucking asshole. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he is, but there's a weird delineation from 1 to 2.
You mean from 0 to
0 to 1. I forget. Yeah, in 0 he's pretty cool. Like he's more cool and collected than in 1 he's just like the Joker.
Yeah, that's why in the original English dub, Mark Hamill played.
Well, no. I'm not even that. I'm just saying like his character. He has a big like character change, the way he is.
I mean, did you beat Yakuza 0?
Yeah, I did. I'm just saying.
And you know why?
I mean, Fred and I got into it because Fred was kind of like, well,
Somebody Huzies?
yeah. There is DLC that there is like some stuff that got added on that explains from 0 to 1. But even at that, it's like it's kind of bad character rating, but it's still like
Not
okay.
really.
No, like if it was just what it was from 0 to 1 without the added content, it would have made no sense to how Majima goes from psychotic asshole from
Added
cool and collected
content.
in the original. So this is insider stuff from our friend Fred Wood of the Bandcast.
Uh-huh.
0 is not supposed to have the full like length story for Majima, like the whole fleshed out story.
Okay.
It was supposed to kind of just touch on what is like the rivalry between Majima and Kiryu.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Up until towards the end, they kind of wrote themselves in a hole, so they had to add more content to explain how Majima kind of goes over the edge.
Which is fine. So they made the content, but I wouldn't call it extra content, but because it was content in the original. Well, in the first edition of Yakuza 0, I should say.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Like making like a fucking 20 gigabyte patch in Final Fantasy 15 to cover the plot holes in Chapter 13.
Oh god.
God, that was just
Oh, by the way, they're getting a new chapter, which is just Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I downloaded it.
It's not a new chapter. It's just
it's an extra story. It's a side story.
It's
Doesn't
like
it-
the
doesn't
Moogle
it-
Festival.
Doesn't it add more to the story though?
No.
Not really. It's just it's like the Moogle Festival where you do shit.
Yeah, we'll get into that when we later.
But you're talking about
I mean-
Yakuza Kiwami, sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I got to the point where I had to save the puppy, and I'm a little bit ahead of that. And
I think I have the Japanese version. Sure. I have to check my stuff.
but yeah, it's a good game. The Majima Everywhere system is great.
So, Ryan, have you started playing the game or not really?
Yeah, I'm like I said, I've gotten to little past save the puppy.
Have you encountered the giant cone that rumbles?
The giant code that rumbles.
Cone.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so fucking good. Fucking you just get near it. Ah, fuck you! It's Majima just going to fuck your shit up.
It's Majima Everywhere system.
I know it's hilarious though.
The first time you've come up to it, it's like, huh, what's with this giant cone? And you look under it, and there's Majima. He's like, I've been waiting here for days.
Just comes up to fuck up your day and fuck your bitch.
I've been waiting here for 3 days, hoping you would uncover this cone.
There's just a
I'm
pile of
cold and stiff. I need you to warm me up. And he like fights you.
Fight me.
Yakuza is a serious game franchise about the gangs in Japan.
Nobody ever.
It is a very serious.
Not even the developers of the game would ever say that.
God.
No, but the thing is, when it was originally advertised in the West, a lot of people were claiming that it was a very serious game, and it is not. It's the complete opposite of that. Like a guy who's played Yakuza like 1 through 0. I mean, like 1 to the current game. Not Kiwami, because
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4th one.
Yeah, and
no, there's a 4th one.
Yeah.
The 5th one is about to come out, or is that also out?
It is a fantastic game franchise that like
is the next Yakuza.
Yakuza 6.
Oh, is it 6 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a fantastic game franchise, and if you're not like, there are people who played Yakuza 4 and I played a little bit. Like, I really recommend that you play through Yakuza 1. Like, they're relatively cheap nowadays.
I'd say play Kiwami, because I'd imagine an original copy of the PS2 game is going to be hard to find.
Not really. You can buy it new on. You can buy it new at Walmart.
The dub is just god awful.
It's. I mean, yeah, but like, if you really want the true experience, of course you're gonna want it in Japanese. But if you can't read moon runes, then it's your best option.
Plus, Kiryu is called what the fuck's Kiryu's last name?
In the first game, fuck.
Yeah, in the original one, he wasn't called Kiryu. He was called Kumara.
Yeah.
He was called Kumara, and so because that was what everyone called Kumara-san, the elder, his father, they changed his name to like fucking George or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like, I forget if it's Yakuza or if it's another game franchise that has like just like random celebrity voice. I think it is Yakuza 1 that just has like random celebrity voice acting.
Had some celebrity voice acting into it.
Wasn't
like
Christopher
Mark
Walken?
Hamill
Yeah.
as Majima.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. Anyways, and then oh man, so Yakuza Kiwami is great using the Yakuza 0 engine, and then I hear that after Yakuza 6 gets released,
they're gonna make a remaster, right?
They're making a remaster of Yakuza 2.
Oh, 2.
Yakuza 6 engine.
That's
And
pretty cool.
everyone's hyped about that because it's been widely regarded as Yakuza 2 having a kick-ass story and tigers.
Yeah, Yakuza 2 is really good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's pretty good.
I mean, how old's the game?
Yeah, but I mean, like, for you, like, you haven't played Yakuza 2, so I really want you to get through the experience. Fair. Yeah. It's, I mean, Yakuza is a really good franchise. Like, if you're gonna play Yakuza, like, start at the beginning, but like, if you have whatever available, then yeah.
Also, there's news that the Yakuza series people are making a Fist of the North Star game.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
And I'm kind of hyped about that because even though it's regarded as like a really terrible game, I really like the Koei Tecmo Fist of the North Star 2 game.
Hey, you're complete human trash, but
Shut up.
We love you.
I enjoyed the fuck out of it for its stupidness. But I mean, I know it's trash, but I love it for its trash, and I look forward to this game for the game that the series deserves, and hopefully the Yakuza boys can make it happen.
Yeah.
And apparently it's being held in basically what the fuck? What's the city that Yakuza's in?
Wait for a paycheck and then order it.
Kyoto? It's not Kyoto, right?
No, it's not Kyoto. It's like a city off of Tokyo. The red light district. It's basically the red
Oh,
light
Osaka,
district.
Osaka.
Yeah, it's basically that how yeah, it's the town that it's mainly being taken place in is basically that.
Nice.
And I'm looking forward to it. Oh, it's gonna be good, and I hope it. And but then they're also releasing like a Yakuza mobile game, and I'm probably not gonna be interested in it at all.
Yeah.
Because I don't play mobile games.
It's
I noticed
just
y'all. Go ahead.
no. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I noticed y'all mentioned Fist of the North Star game.
Yeah.
My only gripe with that is they don't have the original voice actor for Ken.
I mean,
It's the voice actor for Kiryu doing Ken, which is good, but I just felt really awkward when he was doing like the flurry of punches. It wasn't the high pitched.
It is 2003 one.
I seen the movie. It doesn't sound as good. I don't know. That's just my biggest gripe. But I mean, otherwise it looks really good.
Hmm.
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 Cool.
also I have Mario and Rabbids.
How's that working out for you?
Thinking about. So far, it's all right. It's tactical shooting. It's an XCOM like, best way to put it.
Nice.
Tactical shooting, move guys from point A to point B, then select a bad guy and then shoot at them. Like similar to XCOM. I haven't gotten super far into the game where the RNG has fucked me over.
Yeah.
But so far, I don't think there's gonna. As far as I tell, there isn't really an essence of RNG.
I mean, it's a Nintendo game. Like even though it is Ubisoft, Nintendo like has the final say so. And if you're gonna make if you're gonna make if you're gonna make a game on a Nintendo console, you're gonna have to like dumb it down for babbies.
It's the XCOM for babbies.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's fine because XCOM's fucking difficult as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, if you want to have a leisurely stroll through XCOM Valley.
If you want to see how difficult it can be, just watch the Super Best Friends playthrough of XCOM 2 on super hard Iron Man mode.
Is that
just watch that fucking train wreck.
Is XCOM coming to consoles? Didn't they say it was coming to consoles at some point?
XCOM
The new one
2
that coming
is
out?
On console
You have to-
already, I think.
To buy that because
They on the same day as Mario and Rabbids, the XCOM 2 released its new DLC,
press.
which adds new factions rather than just the Resistance.
Okay.
Human Resistance. There's 3 other factions that you can mooch up to and have awesome stuffs.
Yeah, because my
And there's-
PC cannot fucking run XCOM 2, so I'm
And
probably just gonna.
there's zombies now.
Oh,
They're
nice.
basically zombies. They're called the Lost. Basically, like a plague hit civilians, and now they're just as zombies.
Well, XCOM 2.
Bioterrorism.
Yeah, XCOM 2 also is at a reduced price this week.
For like, it was either last weekend or weekend before. It was it was a free weekend for it. For a while.
Shit. Yeah, it's $23 on PSN, so I'm gonna get on that now.
It's War of the Chosen.
Yeah.
Adding new classes, enemies, missions, maps, and more. $40 though.
Eh. It's wait, 40 for the DLC?
It's a big DLC though.
Oh.
It's basically like the first XCOM's XCOM 1's DLC.
Yeah.
Basically like remade the game.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like that.
I understand.
They made it bigger and better.
Nice. So, was that your week?
Anything else? I played more Persona 5.
Nice. I really I already get started on that. Too.
Yeah.
And maybe after. Well, I guess we can spoil this now. But we were talking about Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
We were probably going to have a spoiler cast when I finish it because that's been part of my week as well, getting through Final Fantasy 15. So we're gonna have to talk about that and maybe have a Persona cast afterwards. Who knows?
Oh man, that won't be for a while because
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
a long game, and I do
Dude.
not have a lot of free time.
It's
I
a
still
big
need to
game.
finish. I still need to finish Persona like legitimately.
Yeah.
Same
Oh.
here.
Have you finished a Persona game, John?
I've beaten 3 and 4.
I have not finished a Persona game. I've watched a friend of mine beat it, both 3 and 4, and it's just like I get to a certain point and I get burnt out because I play like long periods of time with it, and then I have a problem where I play too much of something.
Yeah.
Get burnt out.
I'm one of those people that's just an asshole, and like I want to be. What is it like? My thing is, since I've played Final Fantasy 1 was like one of my first RPGs, I have to be over leveled.
Mhm.
And even though like the boss is like level like 30, like, you know, the boss would be like level 20, but like all the enemies in there are like level 23 or like level whatever. They'll be a high level, and I'm like, I want to get past that level, like plus 15 levels. So it's I'm a crazy
Final
idiot.
Fantasy 15, it's so easy to do that.
Just
do
boy.
so many just do like all side quests and then continue the main story.
Yeah, just to do that and then like stay at the fancy Golden Key hotel and then like
Get double experience.
yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Like I finished the game. The final mission for the game, the level requirement was like level 30.
Really?
I finished the game at level 60.
Jesus
like
fuck.
67.
Dude, I'm at level like 45 right now, and I'm like 30
I-
hours in. I'm according to you, halfway through the game. Yeah, Jesus fuck. Yeah, but I guess I'll get into that when I get into my. Unless you're done.
I'm pretty much done.
Hey.
I do got a quick comment. Friend of the show and my live streams.
Who?
My co-host on my live streams. Otherwise known on the Discord as Casval. My buddy has noted to say that this con was Persona Con.
Oh, there's a lot of
because-
Persona cosplayers.
They had the Persona 5 little like command list, and there's a bunch of
They had. Mhm.
there's also a lot of Persona 5 cosplayers, which to add to that I make the joke on the Sound Japan official page. People are like, "Hey, I cosplayed Joker on these days. If you wouldn't mind sharing a picture with." But the inside joke is there was like 100 Joker cosplayers, so good luck.
Oh, okay.
Then
Okay.
he also noted to say there should have been a Persona versus Persona arena, just to like weed them out. So, just saying. Tom, how was your week?
Boy. So, my week, it was a very arduous, very rough week. So as you guys all know, Houston got like really fucked by Hurricane Harvey. I feel really bad for all the people that like got stuck or got lost or lost family members. And I'm going to include on this episode on the show notes links if you can donate to whatever all the relief funds that are going on right now. AGDQ had a weekend where they raised like $200,000 for Hurricane Harvey, and I think that's really noble of them. I even went out to one of my churches and just donated my time. Anything that you can do to help these guys, because aside from losing internet, nothing really bad happened to me. Like these 3 days, the 3 or 4 days that the storm was going on, the only thing that happened that was terrible to me is that I couldn't contact anyone through the internet, which is like nothing compared to a lot of the stuff that was going on. So, our heart goes out to them. During the storm, really, I didn't do much. Just kind of waited it out, see what was going on. We had enough food and water to kind of last us throughout the week. And it was fine. Like, you know, I stayed with my grandma and my mom and my aunt and her boyfriend, and it was pretty cool. Just kind of like staying there in that one in my grandma's house. I played a lot of solitaire. I think I clocked out at like 120 something games of solitaire, which is pretty dope.
Hey, like on the computer?
No, like IRL.
You
like
pulled out the deck of cards?
dude, I pulled it out. I had to. I had to. Like
Damn.
half of the time, like I slept at the house, but just to feel kind of like the comfort of like my family and all that stuff, I stay with my grandma and all that stuff. But at the night, since I really couldn't sleep because my anxiety was like going through the roof, I stayed up and played some games. One of the games that I played 2 games this weekend or that weekend. I played The Forest, which if you guys don't know what it is an early access game that is about a father who is a celebrity trying to find his child in this forest, and it's a really fun game. I played it because it was just something like, again, it's just something to take my mind off of everything, and it's really great. The other game I played is Final Fantasy 15, because I started that game like at the beginning of the year. Like the first save that I looked in there was like January 1st, 2017, and it was just I was like, yeah, I might as well, since I'm not really doing anything here. And that game is fun. That game is fun as hell. I really like. I think I've said this like when I started playing it, and I think we may have talked about it on the podcast before. But I really like this game, and I really like the aesthetic of everything. And there's a bunch of little stuff that I could complain about, but like where I'm at right now, I feel like everything's fine. But when me and Ryan have our spoiler cast, like later on, we'll talk about all that stuff. And like, yeah, we got through, or no, we're gonna do the Assassin DLC, and then we're gonna do Prompto and Gladio's DLC. But that's gonna be way down the line. Not way down the line, but it'll come. What else did I do? So that was all that, and then this last Saturday, we were gonna record yesterday, but this last Saturday was like, fuck everything. That's where I kind of like had my boiling point of like, hey, I can't go to San Japan this weekend, so that sucks. And hey, I can't do this weekend because this thing, everything's kind of shut down. So it's just like, well, all right. So one of my friends was like, hey, let's go to the mall, and because that was still open. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go to the mall. And I fucked up by staying up till like 6 in the morning, and just hanging out with some friends. And I stayed up till 6, and I was like, okay, well, I'll meet you at 4. He's like, no, I want to meet at 11:30. I was like, fine, whatever. So I meet him at 11:30, and we go to because I want to sell some stuff, because I want to get a game. And we go to GameStop, and GameStop is like, hey, we'll accept all these games, but we won't accept your Xbox. I said, why? Because you need an HDMI cord. I was like, why do I need to give you an HDMI cord? It's like, oh, so we can test the console to make sure it doesn't, have any defects or anything. I was like, you don't have an HDMI cord here? It's like, no, so what we do is that we'll give you one of our refurbished HDMI cords, which is not a thing that anyone, like, how do you refurbish an HDMI cord? How do you refurbish?
Spit and polish it. You spit inside the...
Yeah, like...
And you... There, refurbished.
How do you refurbish an HDMI cord? And I was just like, are you being serious with me? He's like, yeah, well, we sell them, and then we sell them with the HDMI cord you have. I was like, that's really fucking dumb. You know that, right? And I told him that. I was like, that's really fucking dumb. He's like, well, you don't have to sell it to us. And he's like, you can sell. And I was, at that point, it was just like, whatever. Just take my games. I'll take my Xbox. I'll take it home, and I'll fucking sell it to a pawn shop or whatever. And so, like, okay, so the day goes on. We're just hanging out. We're having a good time. We're talking about anime. We're talking about games. And I checked my bus route, and I was like, fucking whatever. I go on this bus, and I go home. So we eventually part ways, and it's about 3 o'clock. All right, so I'm waiting at my bus stop. I'm waiting. So eventually, I asked one of the bus drivers, hey, on another route, it's like, hey, is this bus coming down? Does it go in downtown? Because that's where I need to go. He's like, oh, well, I don't know. And next bus driver, oh, I don't know. So I go back inside, and I check the bus routes again. It says it's running. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna take another one that I know. I go across the street and I'm waiting, and this guy's like fucking 45 minutes go by and the bus hasn't come by. Guy's like, hey, waiting for the bus? I was like, yeah. Going downtown? I said, yeah. They ain't going. They ain't running at all. Like, you fucking kidding me? So I'm like, it's 4:30, and I'm like running on fumes at this point. I'm like, I gotta fucking get home. I don't know how I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna get fucking home. And the Uber drivers that are in my area are all like, hey, it's gonna take like 40 minutes for us to get here for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? So eventually he's like, all right, follow me and I'll help you get home. I'm like, I'm gonna die. Like, like this fucking random guy is like, follow me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm really sleepy. I could go for a long no.
Guinea pig, flower. It's like flower of flesh and blood of Tom.
I'm tired. I want to get home. This guy says, "Follow me."
Yeah. I like literally my whole time was just fucking.
That's exactly how guinea pig starts.
Harvey's like coming tomorrow.
Yeah, and so I'm like, no, this was after. This is after. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And so we go to this
as you swim down the road.
Yeah, right. As I swim down the road, we go to this other bus stop, and we wait there, and he's like, hey, take you all the way. This fucking bus takes an hour to get to the train that takes me to downtown. Fuck. So it takes an hour down there, and I'm trying not to go to sleep because I know if I go to sleep, I'll fucking pass out and I'll like end up in like Mexico and I'll have to stay with John. and so like,
excuse me,
because you live in Mexico.
Yeah, you make it seem like it's a bad thing to stay with me.
So I go on this.
No, you finish that sentence.
So I go on this train, and then it takes me to downtown, and eventually I take the other train. But like, the guy's like, "Hey, this other train ain't running." I'm like, "Fucking really?" So like, because everything is just shut down in Houston apparently, and he's like, "Yo, here's all the list of all the buses and trains that are running." And I look at it, and the buses that it was like, oh, okay, well that explains why I couldn't get on. But like, it's like 5:00 at this point. I'm like, I'm so fucking tired. Like, I've been up at this point for like 26 hours. I gotta go to bed. And like, that's on top of me having like 2 hours of sleep during the hurricanes. Because like I have to get up to check if the power's on. I have to check, because like my fucking OCD brain is like, okay, we have to check. Do we have batteries? Okay, we have 7 batteries here. Okay, we have flashlights, we have candles, we have food. Okay, good. I can go to sleep. I go to sleep for like 10 minutes, and I wake up again. And it's just a shit show. So like, I'm like, okay, well, where do I need to go? Take this bus to this green line, and then it'll take you home. It'll take you to the Magnolia station. It's like, okay, fine, I'll do that, because usually I take the Magnolia station to go to another bus, and then I'll go home. That bus isn't running, so I finally get to where I need to go, and then it's a fucking 35-minute walk to my house, and I'm just like, oh my god. So all this fucking time I'm walking throughout the city, I'm asking people where I need to go. I have like an Xbox and like some games strapped to my back the whole fucking time. And I don't know if you know how much an Xbox 360 weighs. It weighs like a good like 5, maybe 6 pounds like on my back. And I'm just like, I'm dying, and it's hot, and I wanted to go home. So like, it fucks up my sleep schedule, and it fucks up everything. It's just I just had like a bad week, man. I just needed to vent to someone, and Jesus fuck, like, if anything out of this story, it's just like, I'm just tired. Like, if anything, but like, I'm just glad that like I'm safe, and like my neighborhood didn't get flooded at all, and we didn't lose power, so that's like just a big plus in my book. But I would have went to San Japan if like the group that I originally, because like San Japan is more than just like a con to me. It's like a chance for me to hang out with my sisters that I don't see that often, and and them not going was like a big factor of me not going because I really wanted to spend time with them. So I will be at San Japan next year, and I will definitely be at PAX next year. So if you guys want to hang out, like, yeah, I also got some games too. Like fucking aside from being a downer, I got Puyo Puyo Tetris, which I played a little bit of it. I have the Japanese version, but I never got the English version. I finally have the English version of Puyo Puyo Tetris, and it's great. It's a fun game. I mean,
Need to have Tetris in a language of any sort?
no, you don't. But like, I wanted to play through the story mode. And the story mode's all in Moon Runes, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait for the English release to like kind of play it. I mean, it's Tetris and Puyo Pop, so it's like whatever. It's just it's fun.
That was a good story, Tom.
Thank you.
I like the part
Where I almost died
where
3 times.
you almost died, and some guy could have shanked you.
You could have, but
Xbox 360.
you could have.
You, dragged you home.
Dude, I would have been like, you know what? Fucking take the Xbox. I would have just like given it to him. I would have been hands up. I would have left. I would give him my Xbox. I just wanted to go home and sleep. That's like my main goal was just like going the fuck to sleep, and I did.
Go the
Not
fuck
know
to
how
sleep.
drive.
I do know how to drive, but my mom has the car, so
Well,
that was the whole thing.
What I would have done is use the Xbox 360 as a fighting tool.
I could
Fight
have.
them off. You could have. I mean, you could knock someone out, but
You
you get
could've.
like one. You get one shot with it, Tom, and then you're fucked. You don't break it.
But I also am a man of large stature.
360s are made of paper mache, though.
I guess.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying you could have swung it hard enough to like stall him.
Now, if you had a GameCube, that thing's sturdy enough to.
Well, yeah. That's
It's
no
got
doubt.
a handle too.
So
Yeah.
you can swing it around, you know.
Well, I mean, if I had a fucking Game Gear, that thing has 6 C batteries in it, so I would have killed them no problem. But you know, that's neither here nor there.
Okay,
But no one even knows what a Game Gear is.
I know what a game. Fuck you. I have 2 Game Gears.
Why do you have 2 Game Gears?
One.
Of course, this is the man who's like, I love my Vita.
I have 4
This
Vitas,
is
so
The
This is from
the
the-
Vita is the best thing ever. So
It's a good-
of course
it's a
you
good
have
This
two
is from the
Game
guy.
Gears.
This is from the guy who's like, oh, I don't like trash. Hey, I own 2 Game Gears.
like, shut up. I have one because one has the backlight out, and I still want to use that for parts. So fuck you. And the other one is working fine. So shut up.
Yeah.
Anyways.
and I'm the trash man.
I got fucking
But you-
Uncharted
John,
4.
you are the trash man.
God damn it. I got Uncharted 4, so that's going to be in a future stream. And I got the Bioshock collection, which is awesome. I've been wanting that for a while. I actually like Bioshock. And I got Everybody's Golf too, so I'm really happy
Oh.
about that. We're not going to talk about it, John. You're
No,
just
I
going
think,
to...
I think I need to note something about everybody's golf, Tom. I was lied to about the game quality of this game.
You
I was
weren't,
told
John.
this game was. I thought this game was going to be very anime.
It is anime, but
I
it's
found
still
this-
golf.
I found this game playable at San Japan. Tom, it's still fucking golf.
Yeah,
I
but
fuck-
I like golf. That's the thing.
I fucking hate golf games. I was
I'm-
expecting anime bullshit, but no, this is just like
No, it's fucking golf, dude.
this is like swick.
Have you not played?
Hurry!
Like, dude, I grew up playing Mario Golf, and I grew up playing like Tiger Woods PGA Tour, like because my cousins all they had was sports games, and like it was either play Madden, which I fucking hate, or play like NBA, which I hate. And I was like, man, baseball games are alright because I played MLB Slugger because I was like, okay, hold on. Side note, side tangent, fucking MLB Slugger 2000 for the PS2. If you haven't played it, it's a fun baseball game. But like, I love fucking golf games, and I was like, man, this is a cool golf game with anime waifus in it. So fuck it, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
I
but the waifus don't even look that good.
Yeah, but they're cute. That's
They're
the thing.
not. They're
Okay.
okay.
John, I'm gonna fucking eat your dick if you don't shut up and stop.
And
Talking.
you call me gay. You're the
You're gay.
bar around here. You are the bar around here.
Fuck you. Either way, I got these games, so they'll be coming up for future streams. Yeah. Aside from all that garbage nonsense that was Texas, that was my week. Yeah. Go help people. Like seriously. Like there's time of crisis, even if not the time
Donate
of
what you
crisis.
can. Donate
Yeah.
donate diapers, donate bottles.
Tampons.
Get soaked
Tampons,
up.
exactly.
Oh, you're
Donate
right.
tampons.
Yeah, send all the diapers so they can soak up all the water.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely donate female products because I've been seeing a lot of posts that women do not have access to that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Like,
a
like
big
not,
deal.
not even
yeah.
joking.
No.
That's a thing.
You're being serious.
Serious.
It sucks.
Also, donate
Yeah,
blood because people in hospitals.
No way.
Yeah, I can't do that because
Live.
I'm too fat, and they're like, "Hey, you're gonna die if you donate blood." I'm like, "Okay, I guess
Yeah,
that's fair. I guess."
They
Donate
they
one-
like
I
drew
donate-
blood out of Tom once, and it's just like came out like A1 steak sauce.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey."
That sucks.
I tried to donate blood, but they were like, "Hey, man, you can just make a nice cocktail out of this." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess there's a lot of alcohol in there."
For me, it was just like, hey, John, yeah, this is just unsaturated fat. What's coming out of you? Do you? How much bacon do you?
All this
eat?
was translated from Spanish, of course, because he lives in
Oh,
Mexico.
so
Yeah.
this is a
That's
bunch of
joke. You think that's a joke, but that can happen. You
Yeah.
can get a blood sample and there's a layer of fat on top if you
Oh, yeah, that
like
is
just
definitely
had a
possible.
greasy meal.
Mucho grasa, senor. No bueno.
So in this, it's just like if you're looking at the Spanish version, bacon translates to chorizo.
No, dumbass. It's tocino.
I know that's what tocino is, but like if you're gonna dub John's life, it would be bacon. John would be chorizo would be translated to bacon
Why?
because they wanted to westernize it. Because
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I mean.
I get you.
You mean
okay.
localize?
Yeah, localize, same thing.
Brokerized.
Yeah.
Brokerage. Yeah. No,
These
seriously.
hot dogs are pretty tasty.
Stop, please.
Oh,
Can you hand me another delicious jelly donut?
So I've come to the decision that my dick has a new name after the Mario Party
Okay.
panel. It's now called the Poop Plunger or the Sexy Hot Dog.
Or
Lady-
Sasquatch, or Loch Ness Monster. It's all a myth.
Oh, these were the names. These
No
were the
one's actually
euphemisms.
seen it. There are pictures, but we can't confirm if they're if
They're
it's
very
accurate
blurry and they're
pictures.
very far
Blurry.
away.
They're blurry.
Blurry.
You see someone stabilize the footage that they have of Bigfoot?
No.
That's pretty cool. They stabilized the footage. It still looks like it's just a guy in a suit, but you know,
Oh.
it's clearer.
It's Harambe.
John. So that was the podcast, guys. Good night.
Actually, are we on that time?
I mean, we're at an hour 30.
Or an hour 30? I think we should call
About
call
that
it.
time.
So, this has been an episode of the Communicast, everybody. You can. It would be great if you like, comment, subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
That does is really great. We
We're
also.
approaching the Woolly Madden episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually talked to Fred about that. He said he could definitely do it.
At least get him to introduce us to him,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
so
that'd
that
be
we
nice.
can be professional and not
We
just be like, "Yo, Fred, can you get this done for us?"
I would also like Super Bunny Hop, but
Super Bunny Hop would be cool. Plague of Gripes would be pretty interesting.
Plague Grips would never be on our podcast.
look, man.
Yeah,
I was
that's
listening.
true.
I was listening to a fucking episode of him playing Dark Souls, and he was talking about ass sweat, and I was like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Dude, that's
yeah,
because he lives in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, or some shit.
it would do us great. Like I said, if you just checked out our podcast, shared it with a friend. Oh, we also have a public Discord where you can just hang out with us.
Oh yeah.
On
And
that note, guys-
consider donating time or money or whatever to the Harvey Relief Fund, if you can. Like if not, like at least share the message. Be nice to each other.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Talk about anime titties. I don't know. This is. I just don't want to be so serious, but like seriously, it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
Alright.
it affects 3/4 of the people on the podcast living in fucking Texas. So
Who's the fourth?
Fred.
On that note, folks, you all have a great night and stay safe.
Is it John?
Yeah, it's Sean.
Okay.
Good night,
He lives in
everybody.
Mexico. That's right.
Good night. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
And remember, fuck Tom.
No, well, maybe. I mean, Tom, I want to reach max confidant level with you.
I'll never see it coming. Good night,
You'll
everybody.
never see it coming.
Now I have to find a Persona remix.
It's now or never, and I've got to make my decision. This time it could be my moment. Is this a mirage or a chance to fulfill my mission? A river in the dry land. demon. And when